What's up, everyone? Today we're playing Honkai Star Rail. I have to say that right now this is my favorite gacha game to play. This not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Divergent Universe. Basically, I actually enjoy this mode a lot. It gives you the ability to just kind of make your characters much stronger and creative as far as like what boost they can get. It's pretty random, but you can do the best you can to get the equations you want. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do before we go into this is I'm going to show off what team I'm using, and then I'm going to basically go into the Divergent Universe, and we're just going to do the boss fights. I'm not going to make you watch me do like a whole run of it, even though it wouldn't take super long because it basically cuts like the time of simulated universe in half. But this is just more to kind of just showcase what they can do with the right combination of equations based off of what type of team you want to build. I'm just kind of giving you a template of what I do, and then maybe you can come up with something a little, unique that's more your style. All right, so let's first look at the characters I'm going to be using. So this particular team, I'm running Ron May. She's basically the best character for Divergent Universe. There's so much that she does. I'm not going to go into what their abilities are because there are plenty of guide makers who do really, really good intensive guides on what they do. So if you want to know what they do, I would say look at either Sevi Plays or Braxophone. I think they both do a good job of breaking down what these characters can do. For me, she's just the support character in terms of damage for the team in break specifically more than anything else. So she's level 80. In terms of our light cone, I just have something 4-star for now, nothing amazing. Traces are fully maxed, so we're good there. And for relics, I have her mostly on break effect. As a matter of fact, I think I got substats that are similar. So for this, it's just attack for now until I find something better. And then I have a defense. I thought I switched this out for a brave one. Maybe there's hold on, maybe I guess I don't have her done yet. I think I was trying to build her, but I don't have the right I guess stats yet for her to be where she needs to be. But basically, I want to give her like break effect on one, and then maybe like I don't know, ice damage or something else for the other. As far as the two in the middle, I have her on ice damage and break effect for now. That could change in the future. But that's basically Ruan May's build for the time being. Everybody's E0. I don't go for like multiple copies of 5 stars. I'm not a whale. I'm more of a dolphin. So I will usually try to get a character, and if I have enough resources, I'll try to get the light cone, but I've only gotten the light cones for 3 characters in this entire game so far, so we're not quite there yet. Second character that I'm using is Fu Xuan. I like her in terms of like kind of like a tank slash healer type of thing. Hard to explain, but I just like her in general. And she's also level 80. Light cone is just one of the 5-star ones you get from I think the Herda store. I think is where this came from. Traces are maxed out, so she's good there. Relics, she's mostly focused on HP and a little bit of damage reduction. As far as of like substats, we're looking at or main stats. Right now it's just defense here. I will probably try to find something better later on. And here it's just HP, which is kind of what I want for her anyway. As far as the 2 little ornaments in the middle, it's right now just attack and an energy recharge. So that's just kind of the temporary build for now. And then we go to Jade. She is kind of a sub DPS for me. So she can do damage, but she also makes others do pretty good damage too. Level 80, of course. I do have her signature light cone, so she's good there. And I don't get multiple copies of signature light cones either. Again, I'm not a whale, just a dolphin. But I do have the light cone for Jade specifically. Traces are maxed out. And then relics, we're mostly focused on follow-up attack. I think I do have a set for quantum damage as well. As far as like main stats for each thing, we're looking at crit rate at the moment until further notice, and then attack until further notice. And then on the two things in the middle, it's quantum damage and looks like attack at the moment. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. So yeah. And then if we go to Topaz, who's the last character on the team, she's going to be my main DPS for the moment. I know she's not like the best, but for the type of strat that I'm using and the equations and all that I'm doing, there's a reason I'm using her. I don't typically use her like in the main game, but I use her here specifically. But she's also level 80. She does have a 5-star light cone, I think, from the herder store, if I'm not mistaken. Traces are maxed out. Relic, she's focused on, she has crit rate and then mostly follow-up stuff. And as far as like main stats, at the moment we're looking at crit rate, HP until further notice. The two ornaments in the middle is like fire damage and attack for the moment. You know, she's mostly trying to do damage. Nothing super crazy. But this is the team that I'm using for my Divergent universe. So let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, so what we're going to do here is just some boss fights. But I want to show you what my setup's going to be for the boss fight other than the team that I'm using. So we'll just kind of go down the line and probably beat them all. I'll show clips of that, but I want to show what set I'm going to be using. I don't think I want this one. I want to use this one. Okay, so my strat here is to have, I mainly try to get as much follow-up attack type stuff as possible. So what we're doing here is looking for equations that do well with follow-up type stuff. So we do have, and I do like propagation as well, because doing the whole spore damage thing is very, very beneficial too. But the main thing I want as far as I guess equations is anything that really has elation in it. Elation is a path that specializes in follow-up. So this is kind of what I'm using right now, this particular sets here. Unfortunately, I don't have my favorite one. There's a purple equation that's a combination of elation and nihility, which is whenever you do a follow-up attack, you have a high chance of getting them a status debuff of damage over time. It's a random one that you can give them, and that really helps ramp up the damage. But even though I didn't get that, I still got a few good ones. Like this Propagation Nihility 3-star one is pretty good, or the gold one's pretty good. The Hunter Elation one's decent, and Elation Propagation is also pretty decent. So again, I'm not super upset at this, so I can go ahead and just use that and be content. But that's kind of the goal, is for Divergent Universe, I'm mainly looking for the path of elation, and then I try to get as many equations that have to do with elation as possible. I would say elation, nihility, and propagation and the hunt are probably the 4 paths that I push to get the most in terms of just in general and for equations. Now, for those who don't understand what equations are the combination of 2 paths. And if you get enough of each path, you will gain whatever the equation ability is. So for the 3-star gold one that I have for Propagation Nihility, we'll specifically look at that. What I need is a combination of 5 propagation, and you need 7 propagation and 5 nihility. And that will unlock the actual equation itself. So when you're doing Divergent Universe, you will sometimes be able to get certain equations, but you can't use its abilities until you actually get a number of each path that is 4. And that is basically the equation, getting X of one and X of another. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do some boss fights. So let's go ahead and jump cut. We don't need the jump cut. We'll just do it manually and go in there. Let's make a team. So we're going to do Run May, Fushwan, Jade, and Topaz. And the reason I like using Topaz is because all of her attacks are considered follow-up damage when you get all of her abilities unlocked for her and Numby. So it's going to really help if you're focusing on doing follow-up stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and start doing some boss fights. I could use a friend unit, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of showing what team I'm using. So let's go ahead and get in there. Now, I'm only going to activate her ability, Run Maze. So we'll just do this and just attack. Now, I'm going to put this just on auto, just so you can see how they would naturally do. Now, on auto mode, Jade will automatically put her debt collector on Topaz. And battle's done. And I'm not going to look at the stuff I got. I'll look at that later, because I do want to kind of grind for certain ornaments. But we're just going to go through each boss just to see how they do. But yeah, that's basically what you can do. Is you can either do the main mode, you can do the once a week thing in the middle, or you can do the bottom one where you grind for some of these ornaments. We're going to go ahead and fight this guy next. Got to set up the team again. These are going to be all the level 5 versions of each boss. Let's see, let's go ahead and select these people again. 2, 3, and 4. And yeah, I like doing autoplay. It's just easier for me in general.
I wonder what that is.
And it just kind of shows, you know, am I good at team building with the AI controlling it. Alright, see how easy this one is to beat. Easy peasy. Alright, let's go to the next boss. And keep in mind that this is with, you know, all the equation buffs, so I wouldn't expect all of that to happen like in the main game. This is specifically Divergent universe where you get all kinds of extra boosts and stuff. And yeah, these are all going to be difficulty 5s. Let's go ahead and select our beautiful team here. Yeah, I like follow up. I think it's kind of a fun concept of a team. And there's many other things you can do. This just happens to be my favorite. But I do plan on testing some other ideas in the future. So if I think of something and get the right characters for it, I may make another video doing something similar. This is just kind of fun for me, and I kind of wanted to showcase this. I hope you guys enjoy it.
They always deliver. All will be swept away by the wind. Divergent! And awaken! Go nothing! For a lesson. Exhilarating. Lord, heed me. Come get me. Nothing victory means playing the long game. Creation.
And dead. Yeah, this is more just a Divergent universe showcase. Love doing this. It's just a lot of fun. And I like kind of doing the main mode just to kind of, try to get the best combination of equations that I like. Again, this isn't like my absolute favorite. I like it with the exception of the one that I mentioned that I don't have. If I got that one extra equation, this would be a lot more fun for me. But this is good enough. I like this set of equations. This is a very, very fun mode. I like it a lot. If you're not like into the hard, difficult, like in-game stuff, and you just want to do some casual, fun stuff, Divergent Universe is really the best way to go. Yeah, I think we're right. We're good. Yeah. By the way, for those who don't know, this is being recorded on my phone, not doing PC.
Sound VIP.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to put it on auto.
All will be swept away by the wind. Go nothing! Just grace.
And dead. This one was actually a little more difficult. Like he did some status stuff on me, which slowed me down a little bit. But
Take a rest.
pretty good victory still, nonetheless. Not going for perfection, so we're good. And yeah, sorry for some of the background noise if you hear it. I have cats that like to make noise. Like one that keeps trying to open a door in the bathroom, and another one who's meowing in another room who wants attention. It happens. A good kitty life. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. I don't know how often people do content on Divergent Universe or Simulator Universe, so if I'm like the main one doing it, I'm happy to continue to do stuff like this. So if this is the type of stuff you like to see, just leave me a comment and let me know. Alright, let's do this.
VIP.
Oh yeah, auto mode.
I always deliver. All will be swept away by the wind. Go nothing! And awaken. Divergent! We're not done yet. This ain't the
preservation.
And dead. Easy fight. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm getting bonuses because they're doing a little event where if you're grinding these areas, you can get some extra stuff. Who knows, maybe I might get some good stats on one of these. Alright, next one's going to be Kafka. See if we can beat her. I mean, obviously we can, but you know. As you can tell, my account has kind of come a long way since, you know, my earlier videos when I was really super new to this. I still got a lot to learn though. I'm not like an expert yet. And dead. And some more bonus stuff. Yay.
Take a rest. It's time for tea and cakes.
Oh, Mr. Svarog is next. Come on down. Oh, running out of stamina. No problem.
I wonder what that is. I always deliver. All will be swept away by the wind. Go Nappy! And awaken. Let's see the rules.
And he's gone. Now, results may vary based on, you know, how well you developed your characters. You know, because as I showed you earlier, you know, all of my characters are basically maxed out on all of their, like, you know, passive abilities and stuff like that. About the only thing I could do to make this better is probably, like, you know, get some better, like, substats or main stats on some of my relics. And maybe some better light cones on certain characters, but that's about it. But for the most part, this is good enough to get you through. Alright, our last fight. Let's do this. In the name of preservation.
I wonder what that is.
Oh yeah, auto.
Don't let me down. All will be swept away by the wind.
Go Nappy!
Stay focused. On my command. This ends here.
Mastering victory means playing the long game!
Creation. See the rules. There's no back now. For me or you.
Final phase.
On my command. Time to finish this.
Confiscated!
And he's gone. And that's all the bosses for the Divergent universe. But yeah, this is just kind of an example of what you can do in Divergent universe when you have like your characters built up, you know, certain equipment, whatever the case may be. But I wanted to showcase this. I don't really ever do like actual gameplay footage in these videos, so I figured this might be a fun thing for me to start doing every now and then. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is pretty much it for me right now. Until next time, you guys keep gaming. We'll see you later on. Bye.